guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. We are going to go ahead and rainbow our girl Kale right here. DOKKANFEST Kale. I think that Kale is actually really strong. She probably is the best TUR. So in terms of our build, let's take a look what I went with right here. So there's two reasons. I was really close to giving Kale 26 additional and 11 dodge, because that's similar to what I've done with Tech Carnival Goku and Gamma 1, which has worked very effectively. I might actually change this at some point and do that, but giving her max additional I felt like would work really well for this character. There's two reasons you'd want to go high additional for Kale. Number one is because in base, her additional super will work like Namek, Goku, and Full Power Frieza, where you could not get the roll, right? It's a 50% chance you didn't get it, so she doesn't do it. But then you do a hidden potential system normal. But then that has another chance to proc her additional super from her passive. So giving her a lot of additionals will help her out a lot there. Then in Super Saiyan 2 form, she has the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta crit mechanic. It does work like them, where she stacks crit every super attack she does. So, you know, every super attack she does gives her an additional 30% chance to crit for the turn for all of her attacks. So it really can work quite well. So I feel like giving Kale a lot of additionals. She's doing a lot of damage and stuff like that. And she is pretty tanky as well. Maybe I could have given her a little bit of defensive equips, where I could have given her, you know, like stuff that would give her actual defense, raw defense, because that would help her with her damage reduction and base, and then her guard and Super Saiyan 2. I think it's very valid to give her defense, like raising equips right there. But I went for this, right? The 29 additional I think should work pretty well. So there we go. Oh, I've been blabbering away and I didn't even actually rainbow her. Let me do that. I'm just like blah 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 blah. Oh right, yeah. Let's actually rainbow. All right, guys, we are here in an event, and I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that Kale, her Saiyan link set will work well for us. Saiyan lineage, prepare for battle, fierce battle, right? These things will work well. What's not good is when we jump into a red zone fight and our rotation looks like this. This is not good. Now, here's where Kale can show us, you know, her W abilities, though, and that's her link set is, again, rather strong, right? So, like that, okay, because we went, in the 55% video, I'm using, like, a lot of Universe 6 characters, and it's just L after L after L after L, like, all it's doing, I'm just dying every single, like, turn, basically. The Universe 6 characters are so weak. So, we're jumping in here. And we are going to take a look at what we've got, you know, just Kale, kind of, like, I did a little bit less Universe 6 in this run. AGL, LR Gohan, and Kale and Khalifa both on the team gets us above 600k HP, right? Like, I was using a full Universe 6 setup without LR, Kale, and Khalifa, and it's like, we don't even hit 500k HP. Like, the team is unusable. If you are under 500k HP, good luck, dude. You've got no shot, like, no chance, so. All right, let's do this. Now, remember, the double Kale rotation, it does kind of suck that we got two Kales like this, but we do want to keep in mind that they are activating each other's ability, which is the extra 160% attack and defense and great chance of additional super than another Universe 6 category ally in the same turn. That's up. So we can take advantage of that. All right, so let's see how Kale does. Again, this is... I mean, it's not the greatest turn ever, but this is Kale pretty much, you know... I mean, it's actually a fine turn, because she has prepared for battle and fierce battle up with AGL LR Gohan. Unfortunately, remember, Kale doesn't have Super Saiyan, and AGL LR Gohan doesn't have Saiyan lineage. All right, that was a double super, right? So Gohan should be looking pretty decent. Yep, only 100k, not bad, not bad. This is a really good fight for AGL LR Gohan. We're in the Super 17 Red Zone fight. I think, you know, for the most part, I used to do a lot of showcases and Dokkan events, and it was very helpful for me, right, to rack up a lot of the medals to Dokkan Awakened characters, but it's just the gap between your characters and that type of content has just grown too big. Like, I couldn't go into a Dokkan event fight and, like show what Kale can do right here, right? Like, it's impossible. All right, so this is our third super. And, I mean, I have 29 additional on Kale, so she's going to get one more. What? Are you... Okay, I mean, I guess there's no way to know what failed, right? Because she has the high chance to additional super, which can Did that Kale just do one? The hell? Okay, wait, what? Yeah, she did. What the hell? Okay. So, Kale, she'll do her first super attack, right? Then the second super attack, you know, the second part, let me pull her up. The second part of Kale's passive right here, right? So what this is she gets 60, excuse me, she gets 60% attack and defense, and a high chance of launching an additional super and performing a super attack. If you don't proc that, that will keep rolling on every attack that Kale does, right? So it's like you're going to be able to continue to try and get that. Now, whatchamacallit? I guess we might not have gotten the hit of potential system. We might not have gotten the 70% chance of additional when there's Universe 6 category ally. I guess it's hard to tell, but we did get 3 supers, which really is just what we want. 3 supers is ideal because that means she has her 60% damage reduction. All right, well, we have Frost over here. I mean, this could be a good turn for Frost. You know, I figured might as well bring Frost, you know, in the process of Link level. Well, you know, he's attacking that last slot a couple of times. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way Kale and Khalifa are just going to get one-shotted. Remember that Frost does not support Kale and Khalifa. Frost's support is for Transformation Boost, which Kale and Khalifa are not on. LR Kale and Khalifa. Oh, dude. Oh, man. We're going to take... I really want to float Kale and Khalifa off to get them with my Kale, and we're probably just toast. I mean, the thing with Kale and Khalifa is that they do build up their dodge chance with attacks, right? It's not super attacks. So, super, super, super. Oh, boy. One of these, huh? Okay. Okay, we're alive. Bro, it's ridiculous. Well, looks like we're gonna probably... We might get... Wow, you know... We're actually, I think, gonna get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in this fight. Okay, that'll be pretty cool. The problem is, if we get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in this fight, we're gonna, like, auto-lose, though. That's the only problem. Because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna get pretty bad for us. Alright, let's do this. We'll be able to have Kale, get some HP healing for us. Yeah, we took a lot of damage on Kale and Khalifa there, man. It's just, they need their easy A. I just, every day I wake up and I'm just so thankful. Thank you, Dokkan devs, for giving Kale a major option, right? Like, we do have to wait a couple of days, right? You know, it's kind of tough. So, I guess Kale's World Tour might be a little bit scuffed. But I certainly am going to do a Kale World Tour, right? Without EZ8, LR, Kale, and Khalifa. And then I'm going to give Kale and Khalifa themselves their own World Tour, which we're going to be using with Kale. So we're going to get tons of footage over maybe like the next 10 days or so of Kale in all of the difficult events, right? The Shadow Dragon event, Cell Max, all the tough red zone stages. We'll get a variety of looks at Kale. Again, I do think Kale is #1 in terms of strongest TUR. Okay, so Vegeta he did not proc his ability yet. What do we want to do? Oh my god, I could use Golden Freezes. Could we get the mega rare KO screen Golden Frieza has on his active? I mean, we might as well. There's no reason not to use Golden Frieza's active right here. Because it's a Ki Blast super, is it not? So Super 17 would just absorb the shit anyway, so no reason to do that. Wow, huge bummer. 17 lived with a sliver of HP. Is it Ki Blast, by the way? No, it's not. The Earthbreaker is not a Ki Blast super attack. Okay. So, I actually could have saved that to use against Super 7. I mean, it doesn't... Golden Frieza still has the worst active skill of any good character, right? Like, if you go over the top 50 units in the game, Golden Frieza, I think, probably has the worst active skill by far of the top 50, right? I don't even know that it's in question, right? Because, like, Beast Gohan, unfortunately, does not do enough damage for how amazing Beast is. And, like, it's the single best animation in the game, I would probably argue. And it just hits for, like, 3 million, and it's like, oh, I wish that was, like, Tech Pan, who hits for, like, 20 million. But Beast does still give you an attack break. I feel like I have won multiple fights using Beast Gohan's attack break, LR Tech Carnival Goku's attack break, and Final Form Cooler's attack break on the active skills. That's strong. That's a strong effect, right? So it's like Beast still has that even if he doesn't do that much damage. Okay, again, we're looking good. This, oh my god. I mean, we have to do it, right? Oh, jeez. I go... I mean, I'm gonna get this in here. I swear on everything. I didn't even think about the fact that we'd be able to super transform. That's not why I brought Gohan. But, like, we're gonna be able to get this done. Gohan can die. If Super 17 kills Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I think he probably will kill him. Kale and Khalifa could get cooked as well. Alright, I guess let's transfer him to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and let's get Super Saiyan 2 Kale out. Remember, Kale is pretty easy to transform. Turn 4 with a Khalifa, or after you do 6 super attacks. It should be very common. I would be stunned if, like, my Rainbow Kale, if she does less than well, I guess if she did 1 super in a turn, I would be, like, really shocked. Because that means we didn't get the high chance to proc, the 70% chance to proc, or the hidden potential system chance to proc. If she would do 1 super, that's going to be very uncommon. So she should be able to get to that pretty fast for some of these tough fights. Alright, let's go ahead and do these transformations here. Let's see how we do. Alright, very good. I think the voice acting is pretty good there, right? Like, I like that active skill. I've said this before, but these days, I think the #1 thing that I care about when it comes to, like, animations, I feel like is the voice acting. I really like it, right? Like, that's why like, LR Hit needs to have an intro, baby. I need to hear that smooth, buttery LR Hit voice. Like, I got it. We got to hear that. All right. Now, Kale, yeah, dude, Kale is going to be very dominant. I'm telling y'all right now, this unit is busted as hell because she gets a multiplicative 60% attack and defense for 3 turns after receiving an attack. That is going to skyrocket her defense and her attack up. Remember that Kale now in Super Saiyan 2 form, the way it does work like UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, her crit chance. So what that means is Kale's first super attack, she then gets a 30% chance to crit for the turn. When she does the second super attack, she'll be at a 60% chance to crit for the turn. Third super has 90% chance to crit for the turn. And if she would ever do a 4th super, which she can, it's a pretty low chance, but she can do 4 super attacks, it's a guaranteed crit, 100%. Right, so that is strong. Her having that mechanic on top of, and she's giving herself defense too. So Kale probably has one of the better super attack effects in the game. She might be with it, like, probably top 10 super attack effect, maybe a top 5. It's very good. Right, because the thing is, UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, they don't give themselves defense on their super attacks, right? Their super attack effects do not have defense. All it is that crit ability. Now, you know, 2 years later, power creep is so much that Kale is raising defense as well. Alright, now remember, Kale does work rather well with Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa and LR Kale, right? Shit, we have most of our links up as well. Keep in mind, too, I really need you guys to understand, Kale, the Universe 6 girls are characters where they get a lot of stats from links, you do need to link level the Universe 6 girls, because Kale has 5 key links, right? Saiyan lineage. So right now, this is giving us 1.5% attack and defense. At link level 10, that becomes 5%, right? Then we have... Battlefield Diva doesn't give stats, so it's irrelevant. Prepared for battle, right now it's giving us 2.5%. That goes up to 5% once it's at link level 10. Warriors of Universe 6, right now it's at 3%. This goes up to 6% at link level 10. And then Tournament of Power is at 3.5% right now. It goes up to 7% when that's link level 10. So just a lot of extra stats that really matter. When it comes to Kale, remember, Kale's defense really matters because she's guarding, right? I go over this all the time. Guard itself is not broken. Like, people go, oh, what if they release a boss that cancels guard? It doesn't matter. You need high defense anyway, right? Like, it's like, who cares? Like, we just bring damage reduction and dodge characters in. Like, guard is really good, but you do also have to have high defense. They could drop some character that has guard, and if they don't have high defense as well, it doesn't automatically make them defensively. A good example is Frost right here. If they gave him guard, this is a support you're running in slot 3, right? Where he's getting all this defense, 160% defense on super attack, and then he gets 30% from his normal super, 50% from his unit super. So, you know, Frost's defense after super attacking, especially if he gets multiple supers, which he has built-in additionals, can be good if he guarded, right? But he doesn't guard, so he sucks. Kale does guard, and she has preposterous defense, because it goes up. Her defense is going to go up even higher, right? Alright, so let's hit this. I wish I could save more of these orbs for Gohan, but it is what it is. Now, remember, we're about to see very big sadness right here. Gohan, the father-son Kamehameha, is a Ki Blast super. So, Gohan is just going to go ahead and heal up Super 17 a lot. Oh, thanks for the healing, Gohan. What a busted, stupid character. Alright, girl. 9 million. She could do 4 of these, by the way. So here's the first one. Remember, 30% chance to crit from a super attack effect. Second super, now she's at 60% chance to crit. Look at the damage. Look at the defense. Her defense is like over 700k right now. There's a third attack, and we didn't get the hidden potential system. You're adorable. Oh, the dodge! Oh my god. Just how we wrote it up. Of course, dude. Of course. I love this. The dodge, yes. There we go. Now, I think Kale, she would not have taken much there. Maybe like 50k or less. Kale would have barely taken damage at all. There was going to be so low. But it's still hilarious to dodge it. Bro, I have 29 additional, and she didn't do it, by the way. Alright, yeah. Yeah, Gohan, unfortunately, removed a lot of the damage that Kale did. That sucked, but it's all good. Yeah, let's do this. Vegeta's still guarding. Let's have Vegeta. Vegeta's gonna get hit, and he's gonna activate his stuff. Bro, if Frost gets one-shotted... I had people earlier today like, oh my god, you were too hard on Frost. When he gets one-shotted right here, don't say I didn't tell you so, alright, man? Frost is like, what we want to do with Frost is he's a floating support. That is Frost's role, right? So, guess what? If the loser gets one shot as a floating support, he sucks! He's not a 2021 character. Frost came out literally today. It's still April Fool's Day when I'm recording this. Oh, that's so good. Oh, thank God. Whew. Whew. It's so good that he supered Golden. Because, again, if he supers Frost, we get one-shotted, right? Which is not fun. It's not fun. I would not have been pleased to get one-shotted right there. But it's okay. We didn't get one-shotted, so Frost is helping out a lot. He's supporting the rotation, right? Because Vegeta and Golden Freeze are on Transformation Boost. Frost can do... The problem with Frost is he does, like, decent damage. He does good damage for a support, which is why he sucks. Because if you take all his damage away and just give him raw defense, he's 100 times better. You guys know how it is. Okay. Incredibly strong rotation right here. The only thing, though, is, I mean, we could get 7 out of 7 links activated right here. We could. but I mean, I can't do that, right? Like, look at, so Berserk Kale is good. Oh my god, dude, yeah, we have the Vegeta, I just looked at, we have the Vegeta support active, oh yeah. Berserk Kale is good, right? Like, but we can't run her in slot 1. I mean, I guess I could, I mean, she's at 300 KD, I guess we could. We might as well, I could get away with this, because we have type advantage. If we didn't have type advantage, this would be foolish. Plus, Super 17 did just super attack. He did. So we could, and our Super Saiyan 2 Kale has her pass. This is a great turn. Kale has all 7 links up, and she has the Super Saiyan Vegeta's support. You know, I am very fond of that Vegeta, man. I just want to say, that Vegeta is good. Like, that's why, like, I don't want to hear coping about Frost when we're running that Vegeta. I don't want to hear. I'm not interested in hearing it, man. Frost sucks. We're not relenting on that. Even if I don't die a million times, he doesn't get one-shotted. That boy Frost is no good. All right, let's see what we get right here from Kale. All 7 links activated. Kale, after transforming, no longer has this shitty Berserk link. I feel like this has gone very well. Not bad. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. This does do good. If we're gonna run a sort of transformation boost, like kind of like hybrid sort of setup like this, where what I mean by that is like, you know, like we've got like LR Golden Freeze on here. Frost can be useful as a support. Man, I just, again, you bring hit, if Frost was doing 0 attack stats, but he was guarding, I would adore him as a character. Like, yes, a support that doesn't take damage, right, but does no damage. Like, it'd be so good. 10.4. That's her first super. Oh my god. She could do 4 of these, by the way. Yep. Here, hold this. Second one. That's a normal. Normal. Now, hidden potential system. Go. And it is a super. Beautiful. So this is still a 60% chance to crit. I guess maybe. I mean, I would say no, but maybe an argument does exist for Kale. Well, I was going to say maybe you could give her crit in the hidden potential system, because in base, Kale is going to be doing super. Kale's just doing supers every turn in base, right? But in Kale's transform state, Kale, these 2 additionals are guaranteed additionals with a medium chance to be a super, which means they're probably going to be normals a lot. So I do, damn it, I hate it, but I do feel like there's a good argument to give Kale crits, even with her crit ability. There's a good argument to give her crits to maximize on her additional normals, but it gets, there's a lot, Kale can benefit from a lot of this stuff. I feel like dodge is always good on nearly every character. Dodge is not something that hurts Kale. I gave her, you know, dodge is sort of the side thing, but you guys see, I gave her full additional, right? Like 30 is the max. Well, no, I guess we could have gotten her up to 30, 31, 30. We could have gotten her up to 31 additional is what she can get up to. Yeah, because her, well, I mean, we probably, I don't know if there's a bronze equip that has 3 additional on it. But both my gold and silver equip are giving her 4 additional. I guess those could have been 5. But I did give her full additional. I mean, we did already dodge a super attack, which saved us a little bit of damage. I mean, people always say, oh, she's already defensive, she'll tank the hit. A lot of times against big bosses, so, I mean, you're still saving 100k, 200k damage. That does matter, right? But, yeah, I mean, you want to go additionals because she benefits so much from it. But crits don't matter for her in base. I don't think so. Just more damage on the super attacks, I just don't really see it. The thing is, though, normal attacks oftentimes really don't move the needle at all, right? But if they're crits, you are doing reasonable damage there. So I feel like I could see a bit of an argument for some crit for this Kale if she's going to do a lot of additional normals, right? But those could be supers. And the other thing, too, about giving her crit in her potential system is she already has the very strong 30... Like, if you super attack with her, she has a 30% chance to crit for the rest of the turn anyway. So, it's important to understand all that. I guess let's just transform to Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I feel pretty content. Like, I feel like we got a good look at Rainbowed Kale, right? Like, yeah, this was a W. Kale is really dumb. Really stupid character, for sure. Yo, よくも俺 Alright, so we can have Vegeta go ahead and... Wait. Yeah, Vegeta doesn't do a Ki Blast. No. It's a normal right there. Alright, yeah, this turned into a real fun video. We got to see LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? We got Vegeta. Pretty good. Oh, okay. I mean, this isn't going to kill us. He is guarding, but, I mean, this hurts a little bit. Yeah, that's why dodge can be good right there, right? Again, the smartasses would go... He's guarding anyway. Why give him dodge? Because, I mean, we could have saved 300k right there. That's why. By the way, Vegeta is a character that I really would be scared to give a full dodge build to, this Vegeta. Because he seriously sucks if he's not getting hit. He has to take the hits or he sucks. That Vegeta is a fraud. Right? So, like, it's not like the Carnival LRs where, like, you know, they don't need to be hit to be good. That Vegeta does need to be hit to be good. But there we go. I feel pretty good about that. I feel like we got a good look at Kale. We saw how overpowered she is. If Universe 6 could get a little bit stronger, that could definitely help Kale out to run a little bit of a more cohesive team. The good news about Transformation Boost, I guess, there are 2 Golden Friezas who can kind of just be put on any team no matter what. LR Golden Frieza and AGL Golden Frieza, the TUR. Here, let me just pull up Kale's team. This is Transformation Boost, and this is Universe 6. So if we go to AGL, we have the 2 Golden Friezas. You can pretty much just run them on any team. They're there for defense usually, right? Is what their job is going to be. So you could run the 2 of them, and then that does allow Frost to kind of like mix in there. What we really just need is these characters to get a buff. So we want Peppy Gals right there, and then Universe 6. We need buffs to this right here. Now, LR Kale and Khalifa's about to EZA, which is going to be good. I really wish this Kale could EZA, right? Tech Khalifa doesn't really need an EZA. Like, she is... Like, I feel like Tech Khalifa's going to be exactly the same character after, like, she EZAs. She'll just do slightly more damage, and she'll have slightly higher defense, but she probably still get one-shotted if she got hit anyway, right? Like, I don't know that Tech Khalifa's EZA matters too much. This Kale's EZA would matter, because she does guard, but her defense is too low these days for it to matter, right? She takes way too much damage even with guard. So we need this screen right here. This roster of characters needs to be buffed. Part 2 LR hit would be very good. An LR Kefla would be fire as well. In particular, this right here. This is Super Saiyan Kefla. This is the only Super Saiyan Kefla in the game right now, which is just the TUR Super Saiyan 2 Kefla's SSR. So I think that would be a huge W. So I really... The Part 2 LR needs to be Universe 6. I would prefer... It's best for Kale, and Kale I think is the best TUR, but it's best for Kale as the best TUR for us to get like a Kefla. I think that would help Kale probably more, but Hit would probably just be dominant and be very swaggy and be awesome anyway. So let me know what you guys think of Rainbow Kale. This character is amazing. I'm having a lot of fun using her. God Goku is really fun. Tech Vegeta is really fun. Kale is really fun. Dokkan, in the last couple weeks, they've given us some W's here, man. This Kale is very, very good.